It's freaking ridiculous. This guy is just aura farming like max level. Holy moly, everybody, welcome in. This is the drip marketing for Tru Yan. We have actually been speculating this quite correctly. So with 2.7, we are now having confirmed the next 5-star characters with the next update are Galbrena and Qiuyuan. Finally, we get another dude. We are getting another male character, everybody. I can already see so many people are losing it because Tru Yan was actually an insanely popular character when he got announced. He was the #1 global most liked drip marketing on Twitter when they did announce the 5 new characters that's coming up with Forlova, Chisa, Augusta, Tru Yan. Yeah. And now we're getting actually closer to the end of the 2.x circle with this character. Only Chisa is missing after him. But yeah, in this video, I just want to focus on Tru Yan, of course, and maybe a little bit of Galbrena. Because since these two are going to come out in the same patch, I want to talk about how this can actually make sense somehow. How does Tru Yan even fit into the story with Galbrena having obviously a showdown with Katifia and hunting for Nodians, but then we randomly get this male character in here that kind of seems out of place, let's be real. Well, first of all, guys, we have to take a look actually at the artwork from Tru Yan. This one actually reveals something quite amazing or interesting for a lot of people. Not only does he look like a complete edgelord, he looks like the edgiest aura farming wandering samurai that you probably have ever seen, man. Let's be real. Let's look at his drip real fast. He got this long hair moving in the wind, you know. He got his big ass shoes, man. He looks freaking so cool. I'm not gonna lie, this guy is hella badass looking. I love the design, by the way, the details, even the artwork itself. It looks freaking amazing. It has dark colors. I don't know what they're trying to do, to be honest, because this is so edgy. Like these colors, there's crows. I mean, there is bamboo. Like you got this typical samurai kind of swordsman kind of look here on this screen. You also got this stick again that has his drink. I think these are like these bamboo potions, but I think you drink out of these things. So maybe this might be related to his abilities. People have been speculating maybe he's somebody who drinks alcohol, maybe he's going to be a healer, and maybe he's going to squirt his alcohol juice to other teammates to heal people. Well, we do have a bit of more information than that. But before we get into his kit speculations and his abilities that could be possible, before we get into this, there is a symbol from Wuthering, and there's a sentence that I want to read out. It's a quite short one. This one says, "One strike to settle it all." And everybody, if you have been wishing for another swordsman character, well, there it is. Tru Yan, a swordsman of cool resilience and an absolute integrity, wandering Wuthering alone. He seeks not fame nor high office, but mastery of swordsmanship and a life guided by high morals. So maybe he's like a wandering swordsman trying to master his art, become the best swordsman alive. This is a bit of One Piece Zoro inspired, because we do know that Kuro Games really likes to get inspired by anime lately. Taking a look at if you have played the story, you will know that this is very much inspired of ReZero. Little spoiler there if you have not played 2.6, but I guess it will not make sense if you have not watched ReZero. Well, other than that, we do also have the other drip marketing, which is the trailer. Bamboo leaves the dance. Not Mambo, by the way, from Uma Musume. Bamboo leaves dance in the wind. A light rain is starting to fall. Tru Yan holds his breath, light bouncing off his sharp blade. He senses the enemy's state of mind and weak spot. Like a flash, the blade flies out. The enemy is done for. So he is a swift, striking samurai swordsman. He can sheath his blade, probably something like that. So if you have been assuming he's a swordsman, you were right. With him being a swordsman, farming for swordsmanship could mean that technically he could turn out to be a DPS. Let's take a look at the little video here, because this one also shows something quite interesting, which is a moon. We see another moon. And we do know in Wuthering, or I guess in Wuthering Waves, the moon is fake, or the sun is fake, right? The whole sky is fake. Really nice video, and it got even some Wuthering kind of themed music. Yep. Really nice. So we get the classic Huang Long music. We got the moon in the back. Maybe he's gonna have powers related to this other moon, because this is not Yuno's moon. This obviously is a different looking moon. Very much different. It's completely white. The Yuno moon that's related to her powers is more like blue. We have seen it already, right? In Septimont. But other than that, guys, he is just a classic swordsman. And he also might be having powers that is related to his details, right? Some people have pointed this out to me, that he has this Oni kind of mythical creature, kind of silver detail here that's in his outfit. It looks freaking cool, by the way. People have also been speculating that he maybe is blind, because if we go to the other trailer where they actually dropped his teaser for one of the first times, he actually has white pupils or white eyes. People have been saying maybe he's a blind swordsman. I was kind of saying Kuru Games should have given him a blindfold, to be honest. If he's actually blind, which is highly speculation right now, but it would be insane. This character with a blindfold could have been on a different level with his design. Imagine a blindfold. I just want to put this out there, guys. Imagine a blindfold on him. I think his overall design would have been even better. Not that it doesn't look good now, but it looks even better in my opinion with a blindfold on. There's something about blindfolds and swordsmen that just have way more aura. It's just what it is. So looking at this little trailer, you might be saying, okay, yo, we saw him in the Kurofest trailer. What can we learn from this? Very obviously, Tru Yan appeared with Galbrena just a second behind. We get like 2 seconds of Tru Yan, and then we got like 2 seconds of Galbrena. By the way, Galbrena is also coming out in 2.7, the first banner, I would speculate, because they posted her first. And we do see actually one of her abilities here, which is very interesting to me. We have been talking about her powers a lot. She might be a summoner. She can summon echoes. On her drip marketing, we see like multiple monsters, a headless Dullahan. We see a serpent, a snake. We saw Cerberus, maybe a dog that she can summon. She also has been through hell. So there might be some hell of powers related to summoning echoes or monster powers. Also, what's very obvious here, and sorry that I drift off to Galbrena a bit, but hey, they will come out in the same update, that Galbrena actually uses, not using her pistol here, but she's using her hands. So her hands actually have powers as well, where she's somewhat creating a super blast power here, ready for one explosion. And then after this explosion, she turns her wings into fire. So this might be her liberation, one of her abilities at least. I think there's even like coming out a monster out of it. So if you look at the last frame, you can see something is coming out of this, and then it's becoming her wings maybe, and her wings turn on fire. A little bit of spoiler warning. If you played 2.6 quests, you might even know who Galbrena is. 2.6 gives a big hint of who Galbrena actually is. So play the first part quest. I'm not going to spoiler it. So, but talking about Tru Yan, obviously he appeared with Galbrena together just seconds apart. And there's one more character in this trailer that actually appeared right at the end, which is Qiuyuan. Then it's the final character that's missing. So pretty much now confirmed with 2.8, the Arena Seed arc or the Septimont arc is gonna end. And then we will probably get Qiuyuan and maybe even a 4-star with her. Still could be Bu Ling. Bu Ling is also in the game, right? We have seen her now multiple times, especially in the new quest. And hey, it would make sense. Qiuyuan maybe with a new 4-star, Bu Ling. Pretty much she's the only one missing now, and Bu Ling is missing too, if she's gonna be playable, of course. Other than that, there is actually one other information, and that's probably the last thing I can mention about him with Tru Yan, that he is on our side. Because we can see this one view here where he's actually targeting echoes. So he's not with them, he's fighting them. He's obviously taking focus onto his enemies. I don't know where this place is. It very much looks like a sci-fi kind of inspired place. This very much reminds me of the place from Forlova, but I have no idea where this is. With 2.7, we could technically get another region on top of it. With Galbrena, she is here, by the way, in the plateau region, which is in 2.6 that we got added to the game now. And that means probably we're gonna see her already in this region, maybe with part 2 actually. And talking about new regions that we could technically get in the 2.7 update, there's still the city that we saw in the teaser where Kartafia and Galbrena are gonna have the showdown. This could be technically a brand new region, maybe a new place that's gonna be added to Septimont, who knows. Also, there's speculation that this might be the journeying paradise. Maybe this is a city that just pops out of nowhere or something. I saw this Japanese post here, the place where Galbrena is in a PV, the place where Augusta is swallowed by in Wuthering Waves 2.6, and this building has been teased already in some of the other trailers that we saw in Wuthering Waves. Oh, here's the end of 2.6, by the way. It's just a little artwork, but you can see the city right there. The city's being teased here, and also the city's being teased here as well. They did show the city here as well in the background. So this is most likely gonna be another region. Maybe it's just a new city that they're gonna add. Most definitely the region where Galbrena and Kartafia are gonna have the showdown. Like, first of all, I was like confused. Is this Avenolium? Maybe Avenolium is falling to the ground and it's creating like a new space or something. Kind of resembles Avenolium, right? But I think it's gonna be something new. It's gonna be something different. This is very cool. I love the plot. I love how interesting it gets now with Galbrena and Augusta maybe meeting again and Kartafia fighting Galbrena. This is gonna be freaking epic. I don't know how Tru Yan is gonna fit into the story, but I guess we will find out. He seems a bit out of place, to be honest. A Huanglong swordsman just appearing randomly in between of gods fighting each other. How does this make sense? We will probably find out in 2.7. Other than that, there's not a lot to go off here. Tru Yan looks freaking insane. I love his design. I was wishing for him to be a swordsman, and bro looks hella cool. So there's a lot of possibilities. He could be technically also be a buffer for Qiuyuan. It would be kind of weird if we just get a power creep Qiuyuan, you know, a better Qiuyuan. But we will see about that in the next couple of days, in the next couple of weeks, when they maybe reveal her gameplay again. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you all for watching. This was pretty much my speculation about Galbrena and Tru Yan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on stream when we play Wuthering Waves again, probably today. Well, right now. I thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.